Attention, Wicked fans! If you thought the first part of this epic saga was mind-blowing, get ready because part 2 promises to be even bigger and better. Whether you're a die-hard fan of the Broadway musical or someone who fell in love with the cinematic magic of the first movie, there's a lot to unpack about what's coming next. From jaw-dropping revelations to emotional arcs that will keep you on the edge of your seat, let's dive into everything we know about Wicked. For good. Let's quickly revisit where Wicked. Part 1. Left us. Elphaba, our misunderstood and determined hero, fully embraced her role as a rebel against the wizard after witnessing the systematic oppression of Oz's animals. This choice plunged the land into chaos. Meanwhile, Glinda found herself torn between her loyalty to the wizard and her friendship with Elphaba. Though Glinda sympathized with the plight of the animals, her inability to fully understand Elphaba's perspective created an emotional rift. By the end of the film, their friendship was shattered, leaving viewers desperate to see what happens next. Before we dive into what Part 2 has in store, let's address the big question. Why split the story into 2 films? To fully capture the depth and complexity of the story that has made Wicked a cultural phenomenon, splitting it into 2 parts allows the filmmakers to bring every intricate detail to life. The sequel, officially titled Wicked for Good, was announced with the tantalizing tagline, "You will be changed." The first movie already left a lasting impact, so expectations for the second part are sky high. The second act of the stage musical begins with Thank Goodness, a number performed primarily by Glinda and Madame Morrible. This marks Glinda's evolution into Glinda the Good, a public figure embodying hope amidst the growing fear of the Wicked Witch of the West. We also see Glinda drop out of Shiz University and announce her engagement to Fiyero, now a captain in the wizard's army. According to actor Bowen Yang, there's a significant time jump between the 2 acts. When the story picks up, Glinda is firmly established as a prominent public figure, with Fanny and Chistery by her side. The world of Oz has drastically changed, with a full-blown campaign against Elphaba, framing her as the root of all problems. For fans of the musical, one of the most compelling dynamics is the evolving romance between Elphaba and Fiyero. What starts as light-hearted flirtation transforms into a profound connection. Fire's role in the wizard's army is not out of allegiance, but as a cover to search for Elphaba. When they reunite, Fiyero chooses to betray the wizard and help Elphaba escape, a choice that leaves Glinda heartbroken and deepens the divide between the former friends. One pivotal event in Part 2 involves Madame Morrible orchestrating the death of Elphaba's sister, Nessarose. Using Dorothy's house as a weapon, Morrible sets off a chain of events that heightens the tension between Elphaba and Dorothy over the magical shoes Elphaba gifted to her sister. The shoes were meant to help Nessa walk, but now they're in Dorothy's possession, sparking further conflict. Interestingly, Dorothy's role in the movie remains a mystery. There's speculation about whether we'll even see her face, as the character was traditionally kept offstage in the musical. Some fans believe the filmmakers will take a similar approach to maintain the focus on Elphaba and Glinda's story. In a devastating turn of events, Fiyero sacrifices himself to protect Elphaba from the wizard's guards. Desperate to save him, Elphaba casts a spell, but it backfires, transforming him into a scarecrow. This tragic moment underscores the high stakes and emotional depth of the story. As the story barrels toward its conclusion, Glinda learns a shocking truth. The wizard is Elphaba's biological father. Enraged by his lies and manipulation, Glinda takes a stand. She has Madame Morrible arrested and strips the wizard of his power, banishing him from Oz and taking on the responsibility of leading the land herself. Meanwhile, Elphaba and Fiyero fake their deaths and escape together, leaving Oz behind. Now, let's talk about what everyone's waiting for: the release date. Wicked for Good is set to hit theaters on November 21st, and fans are already counting the days. While we don't have a trailer yet, the excitement and anticipation couldn't be higher. So, what do you think? Will the second part live up to the hype? Will it be as magical and impactful as the Broadway classic? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, and stay tuned for more updates on Wicked for Good.